Hey, what's up everybody? Welcome back to another episode of B is for Build. In today's episode, we're going to be working on that body thing right there to figure out how to lower it down on top of the frame thing right there. This is sounding really high tech for how expensive this project is. Don't worry guys, I got this. Okay, body needs to go on the frame, and to do that we got to remove some of these cross supports because they obviously can't go below the frame. So this needs to straddle the frame. So we're going to need to remove these guys as well, and then we're going to need to do a little bit of cutting out of that back section right there so the strut towers can come up. We might just be able to remove that whole thing as one nice clean piece that gets removed. I'm not 100% sure quite yet. It doesn't look like it. I think I'm going to need to kind of notch it out, which would look the best too. And then once we have it notched out, we can actually connect that piece to the front strut tower or the rear strut towers, and that'll look really good and be really, really stable. So we can't do it on this car because this is probably not going to be used in the long run. We still don't even know. I don't know. I haven't heard anything back from the insurance company, guys. I wish I had. I called them today and, well, they didn't call me back, so let's not worry about that right now. Moving on. So we got to do that. We got to figure out we got to figure out where the body lands vertically on this frame comfortably. That way we can then test mount our engine and test fit our engine, because the engine can't sit much higher than this level right here on the body. So it's really the body is giving us the relational positioning of the engine. Also, this tells us where our firewall is going to be, etc., etc. It's good for a lot of different things. So we got to get it down. I think I'm going to start by cutting out these supports, and we'll get to see how much this frame or this body is going to flex after I do that. But we have to get those out so we can start to lower it down further and see where those strut towers start to touch. I cut those supports out and the body didn't do any like snapping into different position. The braces were definitely, they kind of stayed in the same spot after they were cut out. So that's a good sign, but that doesn't mean that when it was hit that the braces didn't move with the frame or the body essentially and all move together, so which would make sense then when you cut it apart, it really wouldn't start to snap back any direction. So it doesn't really tell us much, but it's a better sign than the other option. The next thing I gotta do is you're gonna notice that this thing isn't centered. There's more space over here. That means I gotta get up into the rafters on that tube right there and try and roll this thing. I should be able to grab that tube and roll it over this way, bring it over this way a little bit more to get it centered. This will be mildly sketchy. All right, we brought this thing down from the ceiling and now it's straddling the frame a little bit, but we gotta do a little bit of work to keep it going. Now, I'm pretty positive, like 99% positive, that we're not gonna be using this body anymore for this project, so it's kind of just a temporary thing. So I'm gonna go ahead and cut it as such, keeping that in mind. You can start to see right here where that's our strut tower, our rear strut tower, and that's where it's getting blocked on both sides here. So what we're gonna go ahead and do is I'm gonna make a nice little opening right about there that'll allow this thing to continue to fall down even more. So I'm gonna grab that cutoff wheel and start making that slice. All right, we got that rear section back there cut off and that one right there cut out. It was a very comfortable cutting situation. So let's go ahead and set this thing straight and lower it down, see how far we can get it to go. Okay, we got the body lowered down. I think it's actually lowered down a little bit extra right now, but I just wanted to make sure it could get down to as low as it needed to go, really. So we cut out enough room. You can see the strut towers totally fit inside there. You'll definitely be able to see them out this corner window, which is kind of crazy, but I think you would have been able to see the other ones as well, too. So I'm really happy about that. We're obviously going to need to cut this shorter so it fits inside the car, but right now it's actually doing us a favor and helps push this front down because it was a little bit front light basically, so the front was kind of hanging up a little bit more. So yeah, now we can use this to adjust the height of the body and see where that's going to go. We can use this to measure different suspension things, and we can also start test fitting the engine. You can definitely tell that if you like look at the width of the engine there and you look at this, the engine needs to sit in front of this front subframe, or behind it I should say, so that way. So engine will have to start sitting kind of right about here, and then yeah, it's gonna be tricky. It's gonna be a tight fit. But based on the measurements, it looks like if we put it like say right about here, the engine should stop right about here, and then transmission and stuff will kind of be right in the middle there, and really short drive line. It'll only be like that far, won't be that long. But yeah, we got the body on the frame. It's just chilling there, but it's on there. All right, light day in the shop today. Chelsea's just joined me, and we're gonna go do a little garage door shopping. It's been a little bit too long without a garage door, so we're gonna go check out what they have to offer down at the store, see if we can find a good replacement. Then I'm taking the girl out to dinner. Yeah, not all shower knobs are the exact same. Chelsea broke her shower knob, and we gotta get a replacement.
Oh, I don't think it's.
She thought they were all the same. Let's find a metric one. It says all you need is a paper clip and a screwdriver.
Cool.
You got those things?
Sure do.
All right, onto them garage doors. We found one. 9 foot by 7 foot, no hole for a 240Z. I think it's too big to fit in the truck. I have no idea whether or not to get the insulated one or the non-insulated one. Price isn't really that big of a gap, but since the rest of the shop isn't insulated, I don't know if that really matters. Either way though, they're not gonna fit in the car. For some reason I was thinking they'd be 7 feet tall instead of 9 feet tall, but they box them in a different way. So yeah, I'm gonna have to talk with them about figuring out how to ship it to the shop. Let's get Chelsea her knob so we can get out of here. Get to dinner. Chelsea and I are in the mood for steak once again, plus we know there's trivia here right now. You guys were giving us a lot of shit last week for getting 5th at the hard trivia, but this is like the easy trivia. I do want to point out though the fact that when it's Chelsea, myself, and Adrian, you guys know myself and Adrian, we answer about 1 question out of 50. So you know, it's really Chelsea just doing all the work. So anyways, we're gonna do the easier trivia tonight. See if Chelsea can beat all these fools.
The Blurs. Insert team name here, and Dynamite Built, all tied for 2nd place.
We're back to trivia another night. You guys heard it. We got like 3rd or 2nd or something. I don't even remember. Doesn't really matter now because Chelsea and I are having this stupid Yanni versus Laurel argument. If you guys haven't heard it, hang on. Let me play it for you. This is an audio clip of something saying Laurel over and over.
You're playing the wrong clip.
It's the exact right clip. Do you guys hear that? So this is saying Yanni?
That's not the same clip.
This is the exact same clip.
That's not the same
This is
clip.
the same clip from the same creator,
No.
the same thing. So she's hearing, so we listened to this earlier today in the car and she heard Yanni, but now she can only hear Laurel. She heard it once and she can't hear it back. She can't hear it differently. This is the same clip. Look, babe, it's the same clip from the same.
It is not.
Yes, it is. It's the same one that girl tweeted. I got her. You guys, I got her.
No way. There is no way that's the same clip.
That's the same
clearly
one.
said Yanni earlier. It was so Yanni.
So there's some discussion on whether or not it's like people that can hear more high-pitched sounds. It would make sense that I would have lost that from all the years of angle grinding and stuff like that. But I mean, I was just pretty positive it just said Laurel the whole time. She couldn't even catch a glimpse of hearing Laurel. Why are you looking through the comments like that's gonna help?
I don't know. That's Yanni.
That's clearly Laurel.
That is so Yanni.
And the same as my.
This is Yanni.
Oh, now this says Yanni? The same video now says Yanni? I didn't change the clip. It's the same clip.
It's freaking me out now. I can't. Now I only hear Yanni.
Now you only hear Yanni.
I gotta go. I gotta go to bed.
Guys, I'm gonna put a poll in the video. Laurel Yanny. This video is definitely going to get copyright stricken. Here's what I think. I think somebody that owns that clip is going to license it out, and they're going to ding every single YouTube video that ever plays anything about it. Chelsea still won't admit that she's hearing two different things. She thinks I played a secondary fake clip on her. It's like, I don't even have that. Anyways, guys, that's it for today's episode. Sorry the workload was a little bit short. I had multiple hours of business meetings going on today, but it will all lead up to really cool stuff for you guys, the viewers, in the end. So bear with me there. It's the worst when I have to do that. It's like several hours during a day, and then you have to edit during the day too. Doesn't leave a lot of time for other stuff. But it's all worth it in the long run. So today we got that body lowered down and we get to see some stuff. So tomorrow we get to look at engine placement, and I think Eric's gonna come join me at the shop and help me do a lot of those more structural welds and bust all of those out too. So it should be a really good day tomorrow. And I gotta get a garage door shipped to the shop. Shippity shop. So that's it, guys. Thank you so much for joining. If you like BS for Build, you like what we do, head over to bsforbuild.com, grab any of the merch there. I'm sorry that we're out of most of the merch. That's all Chelsea's fault. She's in charge of handling that, and I'm gonna, you know, Chelsea, you should get on that. And if you want to find us in more places, head over to BS for Build on Instagram or Facebook or Twitch, and we're on there frequently. That's it, guys. I'll see you tomorrow. Thanks for watching. Please remember to like and subscribe. Peace.
Come on.